Hello everyone, welcome back to Vtuber Connect. Let's go ahead and continue. It's nothing. Sorry for worrying you. I was a bit occupied with something. I tend to stand up, but Yokone grabs me by my shoulders and stops me. Shoma, there's no way that this is just nothing. I'm not going to just ignore the state you're in. Someone like me isn't worth your concern. I'm just a terrible person with nothing to offer. And what are you saying? We're family. Of course I'm going to be concerned about you. I'm not expecting you to have to offer me anything in return either. And I'm the one who determines who's worth my concern. I'm determining that you're a wonderful person that's offered me so many joys in life and are worth my concern. So please, don't say that. But you're not a burden to me, Shoma. And even if you were, then that would be okay. I want you to burden me if it helps you. So, please, rely on me, bother me, burden me, without feeling like you have to offer anything in return. Your wonderful existence is enough for me. Yokone pulls me into an embrace. I don't know what you've been going through, and I won't force you to tell me. Please, let me just do this. Let me be here for you. The warmth of my sister's embrace overwhelms me with emotions. I'm unable to find the energy to keep my composure as I rest my head on Yokone's shoulder. I could see the tears starting to blur my vision. Take as much time as you need. I won't go away. Is this really okay? I don't know if this is right or what I should be thinking about. I don't care. I just want to stay here right in this moment. Are you feeling a bit better now? Yeah, thanks. Can I share what happened? Yokone smiles and starts rubbing my head. Of course, you dummy. But you haven't eaten yet, have you? Let's head to the cafe down the street. You can talk while you're eating. I just notice my acute hunger amidst the ocean of other feelings. I guess I haven't eaten anything today. Okay. Splash some water on your face first, then we can go. After a trip to the washroom, I head to the local cafe with Yokone. So that's what happened, huh? I silently eat my food as Yokone sits in thought over my experiences with Kagutazaka. What do you think? Are you okay with the way things are? I don't know. Maybe it's for the best. Best for who? Would either of you truly be happy with this result? What about what you want? Do you want to keep her in your life? Of course I do. But I can't do anything for her. I'll just end up burdening her. I would just end up making things even more painful for her. Yokone lets out a sigh while smiling at me. You know, Shoma, we hurt others just by existing, whether we like it or not. I've hurt plenty of people in the past. It hurts me even more so when it's someone that I deeply care about. People have hurt me as well, whether they meant to or not. We've hurt each other plenty of times growing up, haven't we? Yeah, I remember the physical beatings I received from you whenever I would take your food. Hey, that was when we were kids, and you know how I wasn't talking about physical harm. But we've had our fair share of fights. Ones where we initially thought we wouldn't ever talk to each other again. And you know what? Despite all of the harm we caused each other, I've never once regretted having you in my life. The memories I've made, the experiences I've had, all of the feelings we've shared, this relationship we built. All of that makes me think it's all worth it. Do you think the experiences you've had at Kagetazaka the past few days are all for nothing? Of course not. Then I think it's okay for you two to keep hurting each other. That just means you two will just have to keep building happy memories and experiences to make it all worth it. But that's just idealistic. You can't just expect happy moments to just come. Then you two will just have to grab a hold of those moments yourselves. Live, have fun, get hurt, be confused, get lost, cry, laugh. Cherish all of those moments. But I'm honestly nothing compared to Kagetazaka. I can't do anything for her, and she said it herself. She only associates with me for her own goals. She would never want someone like me. Trust me, I'm sure you've offered more to her than you can realize. And even if you hadn't, do you really feel the need to try and offer something to her? Isn't it enough for you two to just want to be with each other? But sometimes all someone really needs is to be in the company of someone they cherish. Even if they know they'll be hurt or burdened. How do you know that Kagetazaka wants to continue having me in her life? She herself is trying to push me away. But isn't that it? Maybe it matters to her so much because she's trying not to hurt someone that she cares about. It hurts the most when you hurt someone that you care about deeply. It's our instinct to try and push them away so that we don't hurt them anymore. What she says isn't always going to be what she actually feels. Just like you and me. People tend to not be honest with themselves. I'm not going to pretend like I can understand her, so I can't confirm that. I failed to understand her for as long as I've known her. Isn't that fine? Tell me, do you think you completely understand me? Well, I think I understand you fairly well, but there are certain things I can't understand, despite my attempts to. See? And that makes me happy. I don't think we'll ever fully understand each other no matter how hard we try. But it makes me happy just knowing that you attempted it. And it makes me happy that you understand the parts that you do understand. Maybe all that girl needs isn't someone that can fully understand her. Maybe it's just someone who tries to. Yokone, you're really romantic, aren't you? Hey, I just had my fair share of ups and downs in relationships. And don't be calling me a romantic when you're the one here going out and finding love this complicated in the span of a few days. I can't help but laugh despite what's happened today. It's been a while since I've been able to just sit and chat with Yokone. You really took my advice to go out and meet people, didn't you? To think you'd get yourself in such a situation just a few days after we talked? That means I can place all the blame on you, right? Since you're the one who told me to go out and meet people. Don't get cheeky with me. This is magnitudes larger than just going out and meeting people. But I am glad you managed to find someone that you care so much about. What? I'd like to meet Kagetazaka sometime. Maybe after all this dies down. She said the same thing. That she'd like to meet you. But I don't know how this will all turn out. And even if we do manage to patch things up between us somewhat, she still has all the problems that she needs to deal with. Yeah. Honestly, I don't have an easy answer for you. Especially the VTuber related hardships. I can't say I have any experience with any of that. But that's okay, isn't it? What is? Not knowing the answer. We can't always have the right answer to everything, and there might not always be a right answer. But I think that's alright. There's nothing wrong with being a little lost. If you look all around you, we're all lost in our own ways. Even you? You look like you got everything together. Of course, I might look like I got everything together, but I'm also lost in my own way. Is there anything I can help with? Yokone forms a big smile and starts rubbing my head again. It's just typical adult stuff. Maybe I can tell you more about later. You need to focus on yourself and Kagetazaka first, though. Alright. I want to try and do something for Kagetazaka, but I don't really know what I can provide. I haven't met her, but from what you've told me, I think it's enough for you to be there for her. It seems like she's trying to make it on the entire world by herself. Even if you don't have an answer for her, just having someone who can try and understand her might be enough. Are you sure about that? Even someone like me? Especially someone like you. One day, you realize your worth, Shoma. And I'm sure Kagetazaka will have a part in that. Realize my worth, huh? Thanks, Yokone. For today and for everything. Anytime. Yokone reaches for my head again, but I nimbly move out of the way to dodge her hand. Hey, what gives? I don't need my hair any messier, thank you very much. Come on, you used to always love that when you were a kid. That is completely false. You would put me in a headlock just so you could rub my head because I would try and run away. We both start laughing. I think I should head back. I've got a lot of thinking to do. And I'm worried about Kagetazaka. Go get him, champ. I'll be around for a few more days after work. If the opportunity presents itself, make sure to introduce me to her and let me know how everything goes. And please, don't hesitate to rely on me again. Thanks. And make sure to give her a hug. I'm sure she needs it. I'll try to remember. After paying for the food, Yokone gave me a long embrace before leaving for the hotel that she was staying at. I take a deep breath and then head back to my apartment. So this entire time I've been talking to Kagurazaka. I've been unknowingly pushing my identity on Mana without knowing it was hurting her. She said she doesn't blame people for doing that. Of course, people are going to think of Mana as someone who's strong, happy, and beautiful. That's the identity that she was striving for and showing on stream. The problem is that Kagurazaka believes that just the side that she shows on stream, but she isn't like that in person. Honestly, she's amazing, even as Kagurazaka. To be able to do the things she does requires her to be a strong person. What is her perception of being strong, even? Nobody's flawless. Is it even right for me to say that she's been too hard on herself? I've only been scratched the surface of what she's thinking. I don't think I have to completely understand her to know that she shouldn't blame herself for a lot of how she feels. It's like Yogane said, it's inevitable that she'll hurt people, but I don't believe she'll hurt people as much as she thinks she has. Well, can't say anything specific about her past experiences, but at least with me, she shouldn't be torn up about what she said or about involving me. And what can I even do about the problems she faces as a VTuber? I have no experience with that. No, that's the wrong way to think. I shouldn't just think of her as someone that I need to save. I want to help and be there for her, but I can't just be someone who swoops in and solves all the problems. There's too much to think about. Let's start with the big picture. What am I seeking? I want to continue being involved with Kagurazaka. I still want her in my life. I don't know if the reverse is the same. But I guess I'll have to hear it from her after I say what I need to say. But I don't want a relationship where we have to keep skirting around each other about burdening the other. I want both of us to be able to rely on each other, even if we still feel bad about burdening the other. I want us to be able to do it, which isn't going to be a sudden change. Both of us don't feel too good about burdening others. I know there's a lot that I still don't know about Kagurazaka, and that I have yet to understand her, but I want to understand. I know it's conceited, but I want to be involved with her even if it means she'll have to burden me when I don't even fully understand her. I know we'll struggle, I know we'll misunderstand each other, I know we'll probably always be looking for the right answers. But why want to be involved anyway? Gosh, it actually sounds so conceited when I express it like that. Is it really okay to have a selfish wish like this? Yokone would be smacking me if she knew I was thinking like this. Before I make that kind of selfish request, I think I need to come to terms with my own feelings first. Even now, I'm still head over heels for Kagurazaka, and I feel guilty about those feelings. Not because of Kagurazaka as a person, but because they are for the wrong reason. Those feelings come about when I figure out Kagurazaka's mana. All it took was that the thought I have a chance with someone who I see as valuable to instantly start becoming infatuated. Honestly, it could probably happen to any big VTuber. I don't usually have strong feelings towards most people I watch, but it's always a thought in the back of my mind that's nice if I could be involved with this person. If the chance to become someone special to them suddenly appeared, then I think I would end up becoming obsessive just because I want to get validation from that. It really is an unhealthy mindset, and that happens so easily. So the infatuation didn't come about because of love, but because of my own desire for validation. That shouldn't be how a relationship develops. but I can't say for sure that part of my feelings wasn't already from what I felt about Kagetizaka before finding out. It wasn't an obsession, but it was a warm comfort. I liked being with her. I want to know more about her. My feelings are just a jumbled mess right now, so I can't say exactly how I feel, and I can't stop myself from feeling this way either. Even if I know it's for the wrong reason, this heartache doesn't go away. And feeling this way just makes me guiltier, because I shouldn't feel this way, but I do. Maybe that's the curse I'll have to live with for the time being, being so self-centered. Isn't that a reason I should be distancing myself from her? That I'm only going to naturally gravitate towards her and try to gain her favor because I'm always going to want her attention. Do I have any right to try and reach out when I know that this relationship will probably be built on my own insecurities? Even before I found out that she's Mana, can I just interact with her mainly because I was lonely? Is this really okay? If I was transparent about everything and she was okay with it, would that make it okay? Isn't that just pushing my own expectations and selfish wishes onto her? Is it even possible for me to form a relationship with her without these selfish motives? Isn't that what I was trying to avoid when I entered college? Was I a hypocrite all along? No, I shouldn't think like that. I have to accept that it's inevitable that I'll have these thoughts and feelings if I interact with her. The best I can do is be aware of this inevitability and try to not let it control my actions. I think I'll have to figure out some more as time passes. Next is Kagetizaka and what she thinks. How can I even help her with her depression and mindset? I haven't even gotten over my own self-hate. I can't just tell her to love herself more. No matter what I tell her, she isn't just going to suddenly shift her mindset. All I can do is tell her the value she has to me, and try to support her. Again, I'm just feeling self-important by thinking that. But even if I might not offer much, I still want to do what I can. This is all assuming, of course, that she would even want to continue involving me with her life. I don't blame her if that isn't the case. We can't go back to how we were before. I have no idea what our relationship is going to be like if we start interacting again. I take a deep breath, followed by letting out a big sigh. I don't have all the answers, but I think I know what to do now. I pull out my phone to look at the time. It's almost midnight. I'm worried about Kagetizaka, and I shouldn't put this off. She's still awake? I pull out my phone and stare at Kagetizaka's contact. Is it too soon? The longer I wait, the less of a chance there is. I can feel my hands shaking. I take a deep breath and force myself to press the call button. Every consecutive ring goes on for what feels like an eternity. The pressure I feel at this moment is enough to impede my breathing. Just when I feel that I would reach her voicemail, I hear the brief cut of the ringing to indicate that the call has been picked up. I can't hear her. Kagetizaka? Why? Her voice is weak, like it could fade away at any moment. Can we meet? I know it's late, and I know you said we wouldn't be involved with each other anymore. There are some things I had to say. If after you hear me out and still want to cut ties, then I'm fine with that. I know it's a selfish request, but please. there's only silence. My heart is beating so fast that I'm sure Kagetazaka can hear through the phone. Come to the beach. Okay, thanks. I hear the call hang up right after I thank her. I immediately collapse on my bed in a sigh of relief. After taking another deep breath, I dash to my bathroom to splash some water in my face, and then head out of my apartment. I find myself back at the same spot where I had been earlier today. It hasn't been a day, but it feels like it's been weeks since I had last met Kagetazaka here. I look around to see any signs of her. It's dark, but I'm still able to see that Kagetazaka isn't here yet. I raise my head to look up at the starry sky. Well, it's too late now to be thinking if this is okay. I'm also not confident at all in my ability to get my thoughts across. If it doesn't end up working out, then I guess that's just how it was to be. No, I shouldn't keep thinking negatively. I can't draw any conclusions without seeing what she thinks. The sky really is beautiful tonight, isn't it? I wonder if this is why Kagetazaka chose her VTuber theme to be a starry sky. She did seem to like the spot. Maybe she saw the same sky and decided to be Mana. Or maybe I'm just being a romantic because of the sight. The sounds of footsteps interrupt my thoughts. I turn around to see Kagetazaka walking towards me. She looks even worse than before. Hey. Thanks for granting this selfish request of mine. I honestly can't say that what I'm going to say is going to come out coherent or make any sense. You know, I really wish I was the protagonist of some anime or dating sim, like the ones that know exactly what to say to magically fix everything and change anyone's viewpoint. But I'm only me. I don't have very many answers for you. I can't magically solve your problems. I'm not going to pretend like I can say anything that will convince you to suddenly be happy with yourself and your situation. I can't even begin to imagine what you're going through or happened through in your life. Even if I spend the rest of my life trying, I might not fully understand. But I want to try, despite the inevitable struggle. I know that sounds conceited, but I want to try. Why even try to understand someone like me? Is it because I'm Mana? I would be lying if I said that wasn't part of it. To be honest, I fell into a complete obsession with you after finding out. It's because of my own desire for validation and self-worth. I actually completely hate myself for the fact that it happened. You might be disgusted at that, and I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you if you start thinking that I'm only interacting with you because you're this super popular VTuber. But that's just me. That desire for self-worth is just a part of who I am, and I absolutely detest that part of myself. And to be able to say that I want to be with you for you and not to feel like I'm worth something just because I'm with someone who's valued. But looking at myself, I can't say that. And I know that asking you to accept that might be the most selfish request ever. All I can really say is, I want to keep being with you. I don't want to just be with Mana or Kagetazaka. I want to be with you. Who's both Mana and Kagetazaka. What are you even saying? I only said that I only interacted with you for my own personal gain. That could very well be the case, but I think that's okay. It's not like that I had great intentions either. I think one of the main reasons I kept interacting with you is because I was lonely. I desperately wanted someone that I could feel like I could connect with. I really did enjoy the time with you, and I admire you, but how much of those feelings can I say are just out of desperation? I know that doesn't sound reassuring, but I don't know myself well enough to fully understand these feelings. I can really only say that despite all this uncertainty, I still want to be with you. You've already seen what kind of person I am. All I do is hurt people. You'll just end up being hurt. How are you even going to put up with someone like me? I think that goes both ways. There's no way that we won't end up hurting each other at times, even if we don't mean it. It'll probably be painful at times, but I still want us to be involved with each other anyway. I don't even know if this will be the case, but I want to believe that the happy times you create will make it all worth it. I don't want to be hurt, or even worse, I don't want to hurt you. But I also feel joy and warmth from being with you. I want a relationship where we can accept that we'll get hurt, where we will struggle, feel lost, and likely always be looking for the right answers. But I want us to be able to do that together, in a relationship where we burden each other. We probably won't feel good about burdening each other, but I still want us to be able to do that anyway. What are you even saying? That won't be an even relationship. I'll just be the one burdening you the entire time. I'm a thoroughly messed up person. I'm weak, I hate myself, I'm mean, I easily lash out. I always think about things negatively. I always feel lonely and never satisfied with how I am. And you said so yourself that there's so much that you don't understand. How does it make any sense to want to be with someone that you don't even understand? Are you stupid? I guess I am. I truly believe from the bottom of my heart that you're a wonderful person in many ways. And I'm a pretty messed up person myself. You're really not. How can you blame yourself for what you felt? You couldn't help it. Meanwhile, look at me. I only have myself to blame. That isn't true. We can probably go back and forth all night at this rate. I clear my throat and take a deep breath. Though I may not offer much, an unreliable, selfish person I may be, please allow me to be involved with your life. How do I know that you won't just leave me once you get over your infatuation and realize what kind of person I am? I mean, look at me. Just the fact that I'm saying that is so terrible. No, that's okay. The one thing I can really do to alleviate that doubt is to tell you that I want to be involved with you, including all the good and bad. I want to be able to guarantee that I won't just change my mind because of this infatuation. But the truth is that I don't fully understand myself. I can really only ask you to trust me. What kind of relationship is that? You're just okay with me doubting you? I'm sure you have your own doubts about me. You're just okay with us doubting each other? Yes. What? I don't think we can really avoid the doubt. The only way would be to be able to come to full understanding of each other, which I don't think is possible. But I want us to be involved anyway. I'm a weak, ugly, and broken person. You're okay with that? Yes. You're going to end up getting hurt by being involved with me. You're okay with that? Yes. You're going to end up being burdened with all my baggage. You're going to end up being burdened like hell. You're okay with that? Yes. And you're willing to do all that despite knowing that you don't fully understand me? Yes. Kagetizaka stares at me for a few seconds, then she starts walking towards me. She stops when she is right in front of me, looking directly into my eyes. My social anxiety is telling me to look away, but another part of me is telling me that if I look away now, my result would have been for nothing. Would you be willing to accept me even after knowing everything about me? There's a firm determination in Kagetizaka's eyes that I haven't seen before. She knows that she's asking an unreasonable, selfish question. I can't tell how important this question is to her. Yes. Kagetizaka's expression calms and she stares at me for a few seconds. Then I see her break a smile. You really are an idiot, aren't you? You're right. None of what you just said makes any sense. Do you just secretly want to get hurt? Are you masochist? A sense of relief washes over me to see a glimpse of Kagetizaka's old self return. I guess I am. That's what you'll be signing up for. Well, there are a lot of worse things you could be. You could be a guy who just voluntarily signed up to be involved with me. Boy, do I have news for you. We both managed to laugh, albeit weakly. It's well past midnight at this point. The events of today likely have Kagetizaka just as tired as I am. I guess I had no choice but to accept your request when you put it that way. But before I feel like we can move forward, I need you to listen to my own selfish request. Can you come over to my place tomorrow and listen to what I have to say? I'll tell you. My mindset leading up to becoming a VTuber and all my experiences in Mana up until now. You said you would be willing to accept me even after knowing everything about me. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you everything. Is she actually going to tell me everything? Please tell me. Thanks. It's probably going to take a while and it's not exactly a pleasant topic. But I decided to trust you. I don't feel like I can move forward without involving you without you knowing. I understand. Thanks for putting your trust in me. I'll message you tomorrow to come over once I'm ready. With that, I'm going to head back now. I am absolutely exhausted, more so than I usually am. Let me walk you home. It's pretty late. Oh, being a gentleman, aren't we? It's not that far. I'll be fine. I got here just fine, didn't I? I didn't take that into account when I asked her to walk here. I don't really want to be pushy about it if she doesn't want to, but it also doesn't really feel right to just leave her to walk home by herself. Kagetozaka watches as I quietly contemplate to myself. You know what? I'll take you up on your offer. Shoot, I must have been showing how conflicted I was. But I guess it works out. Thanks.
Shouldn't I be the one thanking you? Or maybe you just want to walk with me because you're scared.
Sure, let's go with that. Protect me please, oh great Kagetozaka.
You can call me Makoto.
Huh? Call me Shome as well. Makoto. An awkward silence envelops the air.
Okay, enough of that. Let's go.
Makoto quickly starts walking away in embarrassment, leaving me to catch up to her. Wait!